Hey guys, I'm just sitting here doing some bifacing. I figure I'd turn the camera on. Probably won't be doing a whole lot of talking, but you know, might be fun to watch. So I'm up over 80 now. I've got over 80 bifaces made. Actually, here, I'll take y'all over and show you. Oh, even got a couple more here to add to the pile. Just made those this morning. So what we got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So yeah, I'm up over 80. I got like 82 or so. Some nice ones. You can totally relate with ancient man wanting to make these and get them all to a certain point and have them, there and ready, so you can just make whatever you want, whenever you need it. Pretty cool. Get a nice little cache going. Make it nice big Snyders, wouldn't it? Left a little Cortex on that one. Most of them are cleaned off. I'll leave a little Cortex sometimes if it's not a big deal to get off, So that's what I got going on. Let's go ahead and maybe grab this one. This is some of that super high quality stuff here. This stuff's crazy. It almost looks like obsidian. By far the nicest raw material I've ever worked. I don't know what I could really compare this stuff to. It's twice as soft as anything I've ever worked. I think the only thing comparable would be, I got some peanut butter root beer chert off of Curtis Smith that was heat treated, and it was as soft as some of this stuff is. This particular one here is not super soft, but it flakes really well. Some of the lighter colored stuff, some of these tabular pieces that I found in the creek is just crazy how even when the material's not real high quality, it still flakes really good. Pretty wild. I made that dovetail out of, I don't think I filmed that one, but I made a dovetail out of this stuff, that real soft stuff. See, this stuff's a little bit harder. It flakes like a dream. Might be able to get a spall off here. Got a big old cone going in right there with a crack. Let's see if I can just go ahead and pop this right on top here and get rid of that. Okay, so that removed all that cone. We'll get him out of there. love to try to split this thing again, but it'd be kind of risky. It's a little thin there. I'll try to raise these edges and move the edges so you guys can see what I'm doing in the camera. You gotta come back on this side sooner or later. I'll be able to get at it from here. So I think that's low enough where I can drive a flake off down across diagonally across the piece. So it really helped thin it down. Now I can probably come at it from right here and maybe even right here. And start getting our preform flattened out for our biface. Why it's not letting go right there. Must be some cracks in there or something. Alright, I'll do it for that one. And up there. Been dying to crack into this one. Trying to think about what the best way to go about this is. This material looks great all down through here. Hopefully the whole thing will be like that. Beautiful. Whoop. There was a crack in there. It's okay though, it happened about the best possible way it could have. I can still get something out of that. I'll work on this one now. Whoa, it was way too high. If you got a good angle and set up to thin on one side and the other side looks solid, you might as well just go ahead and get some major thinning done from that one side, as long as you can keep taking it off without hurting anything. I'm going to work into this thickness on this big square edge. Keep working at it back and forth. Try to get rid of it. Try not to lose a lot of my width. If you do it right, you can conserve a lot of your width by zigzagging, but you got to go about it a little different than just going straight up and down. You got to really drive into whatever mass is you're wanting to get rid of. Just need a little short one there. I wish I was down at Eagleville knapping right now. These guys are down there making all kind of dovetails and turkey tails and lost lakes, posting all kind of pictures. I think that's in Tennessee. I'm going to try to go next year. Try to go to a lot of them next year. I might get into the rock selling business here, it looks like. No promises, but it's kind of looking that way. Surely not going to quit napping, but I think I might start selling some rock. A little bit, enough to support my habit anyways. I'd love to be able to travel around, hit different nap ends and sell rock, and that's pretty much a dream come true for me. Sit around, do some napping, sell some points. Visit with a bunch of good people. Tell you what, man, the Flint napping community, you won't find better people. I don't know what it is. It seems like, I mean, there's always going to be one guy, one person, but for the most part, man, I tell you, everybody's so helpful and friendly. encouraging. I do real good with positive feedback. I always have. Makes me want to keep on keeping on and do better and stuff. Always been like that. So Facebook's just a dream come true for me. Everybody always saying, "Oh man, you did a great job. Looks great. Awesome." So I just eat it all up. It was a little too steep there. Asking a little too much of the rock. This stuff's so soft and naps so well, it lets you get away with a lot that you normally wouldn't even think about. Especially in these early stages of bifacing and thinning. Okay, I'll probably leave that one right like about there. Nope. Deal with that one later. It's this big honking piece here. This is more of like the medium grade stuff that I got, which is still really nice. That was a loud one. Trying to skim that cortex off back. As long as you got a little bit of an angle there on your edge, you can put surface support on there and a little bit of back edge pressure support, and can really drive into that edge, and it'll carry that. Just the surface support will carry that crack deeper further. This Cortex here will actually, as soon as you get under that real powdery stuff, it'll flake. Not all Cortex is like that, but this particular stuff here is. The farther I go along making these bifaces, the less refined they get. Wonder if that was true back in the day as well. They started out, they're all nice and thin and ready to notch and haft. Now I'm making them, they're getting rougher and rougher. Another one for the pile. Ooh-wee. Somebody commented on one of my last videos and said, I hope I'm not out of line, man, but I never noticed your hands shaking on any of the other videos. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And, you know, I said thank you, and I have been napping a lot. But after I thought about it, I thought, you know, I should have said my hands start shaking when I get too far away from the Flint. Oh man, go into DTs. Withdrawals from Flint knapping. Something else I've been doing, I noticed myself doing it a lot and it works really well. John Tuttle, well, a lot of Flint knappers do this, but John Tuttle does it a lot. When he's thinning, he work around the edge, and when he goes to raise the edge, he'll flip the stone like this to where you can watch the edge, you can see what's happening with it. And if you hold it right, you can even see the surface underneath to make sure you're not getting step fractures. Make sure you're wearing safety glasses, but it seems to work really well. Okay, so I'll go around, take a few strikes, just start removing some of that cortex, and this will give me some idea of how thick it is, and it'll also give me some contours to start working from because I'm spacing my flakes out. Now I'll look at the easiest way I can get to this hump. So I'm looking for the ridge with the least steepness, or that's close enough to it that's high enough that I think I can make a good attempt at removing it. So the point's either going to be this way or this way. I'm usually going with the biggest length, which I will here too, because this has got the cone, this cone of percussion right here. I can see it down in there, so I gotta get rid of that anyways. So that's gone. We'll just put our length this way. Start working into it. Get rid of some of that loose powdery stuff there along the edge. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this corner down and try to get at that from this side right here. Now that doesn't look like much, but when you hold this thing and put surface support on it, you can drive that crack through the midsection of this rock if you give it back edge support and surface support and you hit it right. It'll drive all that mass off. You see that platform wasn't very low in respect to how thick this piece is. So now I've got a ridge here and a ridge here, but I think I'll just move around a little bit on here and try to get at it from the other side. Also, maybe right here. Okay. Here again, I'm providing surface support, back edge support, driving it into my fingers down here where I'm holding the back edge. And I already know it's just going to drive it straight through there. Okay, just see if we can get this one from over here. Probably get it from right here, honestly. Ow! Beat my leg to pieces last few days. That one hurt. Dan Collins is sending me one of his big thick leather pads. Should probably go look now. It's probably might be in the mail, or today's Sunday, ain't it? Every once in a while you want to knock that dust out of your boppers. Okay, so we pretty much got a biface here already. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop it here. I hear my mom hollering for me around the corner here. So, a little bifacing for your Sunday. Enjoy. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.